to another League of Dracula match. Today, I shall be playing as Dracula versus Burke Molly as the hunters. Let's see what setup he goes for. Oh. This is some... Let me see, is that Wormtalon's art? Pirate Joe's art? Huh. A very intriguing starting hand, to be sure. Both fogs in my opening hand. Yeah. Do I start east? Do I start... How should I do this? Do I, for that matter, go for the alternative England start? It's not... I don't exactly have much of a good hand for that, though. This is a tough decision, because this hand is not especially good for anywhere in particular. We'll actually go with this area, because it's near enough to cool down where it likely won't get poked by scouts, but far enough, but also to the point where I can also just keep a good amount of obscurity as to exactly what order I'm doing things. Just as well I didn't do with the England opening, as that would mean he would have looked okay at me right away. Unless I went for that version of it, but whatever. One way or another, it is good that I didn't. As for what I'm going to put down, I honestly don't know. This is... I mean, I got a garlic, okay. This is not really the best of hands, is it? We'll start with Strasbourg. Normally, when they are a little bit more spread out, Strasbourg is a frequently checked location, but I think that he'll have enough priorities with southern Italy, the east, and just places that are a little bit further off, like Nantes, Paris, and such. Basically the idea here is to just stay close to them, but not so close that I'll be detected by evil presence. I also have to worry about when will Mina put cool dominant and do psychic scan, but we'll see. This is definitely not the easiest situation due to lacking any like real solid starting things. I mean, Fog is an excellent encounter, don't as anyone who's watched Video Dracula before likely knows. But it's just that that's something that you want to draw into later, mid-game, more in the mid-game, like typically towards week 2. Rufus? Okay. Very well. Going for allying him right away, because he is, okay, fine by me. I very rarely, oh, well, now he knows I'm starting with both Fangs. So, there goes one of them. In truth, I'm kind of glad that that's the case. Moving Mina over on the second day. Interesting. Why didn't you start them together to begin with, then? Interesting. Very, very interesting. Perhaps next I should, like, Wolfhorn to Prague or something. Doing a sacred bond. Gul'dan will hardly won't be moving next turn. Because he will need to supply up. Do typical misdirect. So therefore I want to stay out of Germany for now. So I think we'll just go back to Geneva. Lay down a spy. That's a perfectly reasonable thing. Then I suppose I'll toss down the hoax next, wherever I end up going. Yeah, but Molly, he is one on a. He is a hunter player that is definitely, in some ways, that's definitely just different in some ways. You might say. I say this primarily because one thing is that he's somewhat famous for having something of a Dracula radar. It like kind of built into him, and he has a rare knack for just finding like seemingly out of nowhere. But then again, my style of drag play is not is somewhat different from most others. So we'll see. Yeah, and this Dracula radar is part of what makes Barkmalia a little less predictable than other hunters. And that could make things difficult. as I expected. Second bombing again, in case I felt like stepping into Germany. Normally I wouldn't visit such a high traffic location as Marseille, but it's the same thing as with Strasbourg. It's... he knows that I have the fog. Yeah, let's just lay it down. Delay them there for a bit. Mia still hasn't picked up an event. She's been drawing all the ag events. Interesting. Okay, Goldung's applying. Two dogs? Okay. I mean, that's not all that surprising, but it is a bit amusing to see identical discards this early. Okay, let's hope that one is on newspaper. Because... But then again, even if he learns that I began at Strasbourg, I'm sure he will be able to say that I did not step in that one is not in Germania, but that only eliminates 2 out of 6 or 3 out of 7 possibilities. Oh, is that the newspaper? It is. Alright, so then. That means that Seward will likely get started on moving. So therefore, do I go to Spain? The thing is, he may well expect that. I think what I'll do is go to Milan next. Try to position myself well for a potentially good wolf woman to the east. I'll continue laying things down to delay them. Just things that are in truth nothing but a nuisance. Now I guess we'll actually go with... He'll probably check Zurich. I think, well, we're at Marseille. This is an excellent Wolfram location, and it may make him think that I'm going for over here, but we shall instead... He knows that this isn't in Germany. Even if they do find me and get a 2v1, it is still week 1, and it shouldn't be hard to get an escapist bat off. So therefore we'll go here, and since we are right next to them, I suppose we... Well, no... Let's put let's actually we'll put down the hoax. Yes, I am kind of without protection, but it, basically the theory I'm operating with here is that I don't especially need the protection right now. At least not yet. I expect that he'll be, due to those psychic bonds, he'll likely search in the southwest. He'll search, or he may end up going into Austro-Hungary to see if I have just been hugging right next to him this whole time. So Gul'daming has a horse and is not afraid to use it. Okay. Either that or he simply chanced it, but I kind of doubt that. As if he doesn't have all the white ones, then unless Gul'daming's holding on to 2 white ones, then he's bound to have a rail ticket to just rail across. That's no problem. Job done. Your presence? Oh. Okay, well that tells him some things, yes. That tells him that I'm either at Zurich or I'm at Nuremberg. That tells him quite a bit. That is definitely unfortunate. I think I'll go to Frankfurt next. Reason being is since he's scanned it twice in a row, he knows that Frankfurt is not yet on the trail, but he also knows that it's not the thing after Strasbourg, so therefore he will be searching for other places first, more likely than not. If Mina steps onto me, why do I care? I don't mind doing a one-on-one. Okay, so now he knows precisely where the wolf is. The question he does not know the answer to is from where, because that could be from Paris, Brussels, all sorts of locations in France. With Nuremberg being right next to Strasbourg, there are all sorts of places I could have come from. In addition to the real one. Okay, so Gul'daming has a pistol. Good to know. Huh. 474. That's not the one I've seen before. So where do I go now? I want to avoid sea as much as I can. Or rather, as much as I realistically can. Due to Rufus being in play. Do I actually go to Munich? Slide. So he knows that I have the option to go to Munich. So if I do that, Gul'daming and Mina can jump on top of me. But what if I catch him? Well, if I had laid down a proper protection like a vampire, then I think I would hide. But since that is not the case, I think we'll go with the Frankfurt move. And let's actually remember Marseille, as that fog will delay them quite a bit if they do not ought to address it. So let's use that rumor token as a decoy. So that he'll end up losing time when he goes to search it. Oh, RV. Well, that's disturbing. That means that Seward, in theory, can get 1, 2, 3, 4. Could get me. Okay, LG is. So he's making a move for trying to find me. The good news is that since Van Helsing is on Manchester. Yes, you kind of knew that after you checked Zurich. So I think that this may have been a little bit early for the RV, with Van Helsing still just sitting around up there. Char cared, I expected that. Why else would he use a bigger? And I suppose sense of emergency might be good enough, but that's the only event that he has. But I imagine that Seward may have a horse as well. He chose to supply? Okay, so he's trying to surround me and give me fewer options. The thing is, as I mentioned before, while he has a certain amount of an idea as to where the pre-wolf form location is. I have tried that before, but no, that's not what I did. So, that leaves going back south. Southwest towards Spain as an option again. And that will keep Goldaming off of me for a little bit. So therefore I think I'll go to Cologne. And then this is already becoming something of a tricky situation. Due to that evil presence happening when it did. Yes, mine is a very risky stratagem. It's not. If you're a novice at the game, I wouldn't especially recommend trying this. But it's a matter of trying to predict what the hunters will do. So he knows that Cologne is not yet on the trail, because I couldn't have wolf-formed to Nuremberg from there when I haven't been to Brussels. Slide. Do I use that misdirect to? Yeah, I shall have to forsake a lair, but let's misdirect that. Give him a few more options as to where I might be. And yes, we'll go Cologne. We'll go with laying down soil. I definitely could use some hand filtering. He's discarded one stake. So Gul'daming's delayed for the day. So he is no threat for today. I would not be surprised if Van Helsing was about to excellent weather down. Looks as if I misdirected his work. So now I move, I suppose to Brussels. The only one that, within reason, can reach me is Seward, and I'm fine with a 1v1. And now I just lay down vampires like crazy. I have 2 more of the fighter vamps. One is already on the trail at Frankfurt, yes. Yeah, he may have to choose to just, try to... There you are. Yeah, now he's starting to focus in on my previous trail. I think now I go to Strasbourg. And then possibly back to Nuremberg, and then I go east for real. I mean, in truth, I kind of have to make each move. I have to decide on my move based on what he does. Okay, horse, slow horse. Unfortunate for him, but that's nice for me. Ah, going to scan Italy. I see. I see. Although, how could I be in Italy? If I haven't been... Unless I'm sitting at Zurich, specifically, then I'm not in Italy. He's gonna trigger the spine, therefore lose a weapon. I am probably just lose a weapon. He may show me his hand, but I highly doubt that. Discarding a rifle. Very well. Oops, that was going to be a lair, but I mean, my hand is okay, but that's one fewer card I filter. So yeah, that's not exactly good. Still, we'll return to Strasbourg and lay down a reckless. So I want to draw as many of them into Gali as I can. And here's the funny thing. I'm actually fine with if like all three of them were to jump on me. As long as I don't die in the combat, the fog that I put in Marseille will mature, and I get to. And when fog matures, which is something you very rarely see, you get to place 2 fog tokens on any city in the region. That's why I've stayed in the general area of Agalia and such, that I can mature it and have it be effective. Or, if it doesn't, which seems to be the case, I will delay at least one hunter for a couple of days. Okay, Van Helsing is the final horse. I see. He may well come to Strasbourg. No? Oh, he's going to scan France, but as a result, well, that'll be 2 hunters delayed by the fog. That's quite delightful. There'll be 2 of them just stuck in fog. Uh-oh. He'll find out that yes, I am in Gallia. Unless he intended to trade with Seward, possibly have Mina give him her horse, so that Seward can be among those moving fast. Yep, I'm in Gallia. Slide, lair. Go ahead and just toss down I don't know, rats there, I suppose. Next. I think we'll go to Zurich next. Lay down yet another reckless. Let's just check. Yeah, I may end up layering some of these vampires, but and then simply clearing the layers after. We'll go ahead and remember the Brussels one. Well, I suppose if nothing else, it makes it extra threatening, and in the event I manage to pull off a Spencer Wolfhard stratagem, where I return there after layering it, we'll see. Okay, so since I'm right next to Goldaming, he should go right over me. Yep, that's where I was. Let's have some combat, shall we? Goldaming. One thing that the hunters are lacking is that they are low on events. Even they have only 3 events between the whole lot of them. Seward and Goldaming are eventless. Yeah, I think that's reckless. That was definitely a bit of a premature use of the renewed vigor that he did. Okay. Call all of the mesmerize. Very well. Very well. Well, if he has a knife, good for you. But whether or not he chooses to use it is another matter. Okay, he has a garlic. Okay, so that doesn't kill the vampire, but, well, so that's something. But, yeah, this is definitely not a good combat. What will he do next? He will probably be expecting a strength from me. He punches. He punches. 2 damage on Gul'daming, that really doesn't mean much. Okay, so I had nothing that would have affected him. So, yeah, that's, I mean, at least now I know what Gul'daming has: rifle and a garlic. Next time I can play with that in mind. And yeah, those two being stuck there those two being stuck there is actually to an extent good for him, because now they can fish for some events, fill up a little. Yeah, once again, 1 away from Stromsburg doesn't tell him too much. I think I'll do Wolfform again. Since that's coming off the trail. Simply make some distance. Do I go the obvious route into the east? I mean, honestly, considering that that fog is only going to restrain them for 1 more day, I probably should lay down as much trail in that area as I can. And I could go to Toulouse. They are going to be restrained there for a full day. It's a thought. It's a thought. Yeah. Yes, but that's warranting that yes, that's not the best of ideas. Lair, mob. Now we wolf form. And I suppose I'll start by playing down the... I suppose it'll be the Desecrated Soil. Desecrated Soil first. Yeah, so now with me, and it also just makes sense in general to do Wolf from now, where the rumor token is right here. Yeah, I just want to prepare as large a trail as I can to cause them as much trouble in the east before I will almost certainly eventually have to go to sea. But he may well have his hands full for a while, clearing up all these vampires. He seems to be thinking long and hard about this one. Helsing, what are you doing? he was wondering whether I went to Frankfurt or Brussels first. I see. I will ambush, assuming that he has and assume that he has a stake. After all, there's only one accounted for, and so far, I know that Guldong does not have a stake. So, I will start with the mesmerize as pretty normal, but especially with this being a new vamp, I want to go simply for damage. Okay. We'll go with a claw next. Yes. Knife was more or less what I expected. So I chose the thing that would hit it, whether it was knife or escape. Let's go and do a Fangs. If he has another Fangs blocker, like or a second knife, then, well, now I'll know. And he does. He has double knife. Potentially even triple knife, as no one else has shown knife. Aye. It's just as well that there are more vampires about. So while I won't get the healing from this, because it will be erased by this, the fact that I removed that one and not this one will likely make him think that it isn't a vampire, and therefore make him search this, which he will end up regretting. If he does, that is, of course. So I now know the whereabouts of two of the knives, as well as two of the garlics, since Dominic has a knife and a rifle. Garlic and a rifle, correction. Mina has a garlic and a horse. Yes, give me cards. Yummy. Saboteur. Aristocratic. Well, I suppose when compared with other things, the aristocratic is actually okay. Hoax or aristocratic? I think we'll go with the hoax. Oh, well, apparently I chose to keep both. Which is definitely not what I had in mind, but especially since I'm maturing that, I won't get to layer stuff for a while. But, whoops, so whoopsie. So far as I know, no one has... I know Guldam doesn't have an Heavenly Host. I'd guess that's what Van Helsing's last item is. That's how he went about that fight. Mystic Research, huh? False tip and roadblock? Seeing as there's something about to mature, that was definitely a bit risky, because if this had by chance been a hoax, I may have I would have got unsure things about. Sure. Let's get some value out of it by... That gets me some influence. So Jed is not as frequently visited a location, so... So, the hunters still have a good amount of time, but I am still at 13 health, so I have basically both of us have a good amount of resources. He had already cleared and or triggered all the encounters that would have been wiped. So he knows that. Oh, gonna do some training with that Van Helsing. Yeah, mix things up so I don't know who has what. I suppose that makes sense. He's wondering if I slipped through somehow. I'm not sure. With you scanning Gallia every day like that, I'm not sure how I could have slipped through. But okay, move away from me if you like. I was in Gallia when I was in Strasbourg, but after that I left it. Then I wolf formed, and you scanned last night. So I don't know what I have no idea what all this is about. Did Goldano Knights fly? It looks like it, considering that it's waiting for him to discard a card. Well, okay, well, then again, he did play Mystic Research, so he does have 4 safe night supplies in his back pocket. Discarding a stake and a crucifix. Jonathan Harker. Okay, so he's like gonna search Zagreb. To Santander. Okay. Yeah, considering that will likely I'm pretty sure that that has revealed enough that he knows that I'm not in Spain and that he just went careening off in the wrong direction. So he may. I get the feeling that he may well be facepalming himself right now. Okay, that's 3 stakes discarded. That gives the vampire I have at Zurich a better chance of survival. Although with all the anti-Fang stuff that's just milling around, it's well, that was fortunate for him. That gives him a small piece of information to work with. We'll start with Belgrade. and lay down the aristocratic. Yeah, so that means Gloom can reach Zark in one move. And he'll immediately get... So I know precisely what Glooming has. This time I can fight him with that in mind. Yeah, he has a rifle and a garlic to fight me with. He's been starting with punch consistently. Although with claws first. He's almost always going to start with either punch or garlic. Because he's been discarding... And yes, I still take damage from garlic, which is definitely an inconvenience, but... So now I can claw again, and that's... Unless he dodges, which I doubt. That's guaranteed to hit. Oh, a strength. Yeah, he has made it quite clear that he is going to kill my vampires by combat. Oh. Okay, well, I didn't have a plotting, so... No, really not a big deal. The only thing that'll hit me with this is a punch. So therefore, let's make it so that rifle won't kill either. If this gets through, good. So since he just played garlic, he may do dodge, but how fine with that am I? Let's just make it so that if it's Fangs or let's just make it so that if it's not dodge, I get myself a point. Good. And that proves to be what happens. Excellent. Excellent. So, yeah, do strength. And he may choose to escape, considering how poorly this combat has gone. The only way he can kill it this today, I mean, barring a night fight, is to have that garlic connect with me playing claws or fangs, which I definitely would not have done. Or, okay, well, he may well... I suppose he's almost certainly going to dodge. But just in case, let's just make sure that the vampire doesn't take any more damage. I mean, admittedly, there is possibility that I could... There is possibility that I could, if he didn't dodge, I might, and did specifically punch or escape, I could have gotten in 2 more damage. But as it is, it didn't really matter what I did, since that was the last round. So, I imagine that he has now spent 2 charred carriages. So there's only one of those left, but they're still both sense of emergencies. Let's see. Let's see. I suppose by his notes, I technically could still be hiding in Barcelona. So he may actually stay there one last day. Okay, no. Fine by me. Slow horse. Alright. So this has definitely turned out not well. Will he pick a night fight? I don't... Yeah, with garlic, maybe? As well, there are some things that... Garlic is a very good one-on-one combat item. Yeah, I expect that he'll have Gul'dan continue on and have Van Helsing deal with it, since having double knife means that that's not going to be easy for me to survive. That's not going to be an easy combat for me to survive. Therefore, which means that I should not ambush. Try to force him to knife fight it. He will have the necessary time to wait if he wants to. That is the last of my... That is the last of my, This one that I'm placing now is the last of my fighting vamps. We're actually going to go to Sarajevo first. Ridiculous, as it may seem. I think it's a good move to place that there to keep them occupied. Slow horse. Whoops. Yep, every single slow horse is a boon to me. Okay. Showing planned ambush now, huh? So someone traded that escape route off for... Yeah, I suppose what he's going to do is scan Italy, make sure I didn't go down the boot. Make sure that I really have gone east, or have just been prancing around Germany. Yep. Yeah, we'll go to Sofia. Make it possible to go to either coast. We'll go ahead and go with Spy next. One, two, three, four, five, six. Well, 5 unknown events, but the one that I know of is actually kind of good, so... Definitely must respect that. So chances are low-ish that he has the second RB, but would he have spent the first RB so liberally if he didn't have the second one already? Hmm. I suppose on Hellsville now yeah, we'll let you, if you want to destroy it, we'll have to knife fight it. I suppose he's just gonna send Mina as well, just to be absolutely sure, especially since Mina has a planned ambush. So I know Van Helsing I know has two knives. Let's see if I can break one or two, at least one of them, with strength this combat. Therefore, lessen his resources. There's only one rifle left. Alright, here we go. Do you have a combat event? Not one that he's going to use. Let me see. Yeah. So the vampire's priority is survival. There goes the knife. Yeah, since this is a night fight, strength into knife means the knife gets discarded. So he won't have that available. Now we mesmerize. He may call that and punch, which means I miss out on an opportunity for Fangs, but yeah. Okay, well played there. Well played. Okay, good. Found the second strength. Good. Alright. Oh. Alright, so now that I've spent both strengths, the only thing that can block the knife is a mez, which I drew. Goodness, I'm getting lucky this combat. Mez. I expect that he likely did up. Okay, so that means that it's unlikely that you'll be able to kill this thing. So, since I have two fangs, I kind of might as well try to heal up. My alternative is to try to escape his mist. Not to mention that this is a bite, and therefore it gets me a point if I land it. But no, and then he's gonna play knife again, so, especially since I'm out of strength now. Out of strength and out of mez. So therefore, now we simply escape his mist, make Mia have to commit health and potentially some of her weapons. Should give me a better idea of what she has, because I don't know a thing apart from that garlic that she's been showing, and that she has a horse. Considering that there haven't been any heavily hostess cards, I suppose if I'm expecting anything in particular, it's a... But why would he go around without a weapon? Surely she has a gun, like a pistol, possibly the last rifle. Yeah, he's gonna do planned ambush. Yeah, so now... Yes, but even if he gets rid of this... Oh, he has great strength. Good to know about. Good to know of. It's quite possible that he has the last knife as his final weapon. So I suppose we'll just play dodge. Or that, well, it will have been a waste of planned ambush to have intentionally search this. This isn't a nighttime ambush, which really can only happen when there's bats or bats, vampiric influence, and things like that involved. Or on the rare occasion that long night is actually used. So he chose dodge. So, I think he'll likely do garlic next. Try to wait on... yeah, and since that doesn't do any retaliatory damage unless very specific things are played against you, I get to prepare a bit more of a reception. Since I have Escape is missed, I just play Strength, and unless he has a Heavenly Host as his final item, then I cannot be harmed. No need to use my plotting. I suppose, do I stick around a little bit longer since I have plotting in play? Probably not. No. I just get out of here and take the mature points. Or do I mature it? Well, yes. As that will throw some obscurity as to exactly where I went after Zagreb. Next we go to Bucharest. Placed on bodyguards, so that's really my only reasonable card left. Scouts. Okay. So now he knows where I am now, but where was I before that? He will likely guess that I went... well, he also checked Klausenberg, so he knows that I didn't go Klausenberg Gallets. I suppose there will likely be time to go to sea soon. suppose now just go to Black Sea Coast. It's rather obvious, but... You'll likely want to find that last stake, as he cannot afford to let any vampire mature. He can't chance anything with a rumor token maturing. No matter what even if it's a bluff, I will force him to investigate it. Unless he's right on top of me, that is. I will say that I've really begun to run out of stronger encounter cards, since the counter economy didn't really work out all that well this time. I suppose that's all the consequences for maturing vampires. Let's go to Constanta, possibly hide. Let's go with the wolves, as that will affect everyone who gets on me if they do. Which, if they do, it's unlikely that it will be all that many of them. I mean, one event there, one event there, 2 unknown events there. But I must keep in mind that he does have great strength in play. So therefore, trying to go for a kill is definitely not the wise idea. I did not go there. Seward finally took a horse from Helsing. Good move. I might have done that a while ago. Seward, I barely know anything about his hand. He showed a rifle at some point. He showed it to a wolves, but then he discarded it to a spy later. So barring that rifle, I don't know a thing about what he's not. I'll start with a clause, on the assumption that he's gonna punch first. Yep. Assumption proved correct. Yep. You know what, we'll go for plotting. If he has a holy bullets and a gun, then he'll die, but that's the only way I die here now. So... yeah, we'll fetch a strength. I could definitely use it to help defend myself. So he has the 3rd knife. That's one piece of information. After that, do I Fang? think I will. There are so many garlics and all the knives are accounted for. And whoa, oh, he also took Van Helsing's extra knife, the one that I didn't break. I see. Whoops. Good move. Good move. Good move. Taking VH's remaining knife. Knife. I will admit it. I didn't see that coming. See that coming. Good move taking VH's remaining knife. I will admit that I didn't see that coming. But it's good to have some warning and have that happen to a vampire that it isn't to me. Okay, but now he's cleared the rumor token, and he's now clear to move onward. I suppose Mia will scan, and by scanning he'll know that I have not, that I am not currently at Belgrade. Yep. As I expected, more or less. Alright, let's slide. How long do I stay here? How long do I take gambles? He knows that I don't have fog. He discarded one behind the veil, and I spent the other one down Marseille. So he knows, and since the deck has not reshuffled, he knows I don't have that. If he has the second RV, then he will use it. Unless, what if... This will seem strange, but I think what I'll do is I'm going to wolf form. I'm going to act as if I were at Galatz. And now I'm wolf forming down to Constant. And now I'm going to Constanta. Well, then he'd do an RV anyway. Or if he has speed telegraph, he'd use that and have Van Helsing come and check whether I'm at Budapest, trying to slip away. He knows that I went to either Belgrade or Sofia to get back to Bucharest from Sarajevo. But the thing is, he doesn't know for sure which. So therefore... Therefore, what we'll do is we'll wolf form, but only move one, going to Varna. This is a risky play, I will admit, but it may make me able to spare some. Honestly, okay, speed telegraph, yeah, because now he can check because he doesn't know whether I've gone to Galatz. So therefore, I could be trying to slip into Szeged or Budapest. Okay, speed, telegraph, renewed vigor. More or less as I foresaw there. This is a tight situation. I hope I didn't just throw by staying that day. Okay, very clever. But that means that Mina actually won't be able to get to me, unless she has a sense of emergency. If somehow, despite the great strength, I manage to pull off a hunter death, then... okay, Mina won't be involved. Good. Van Helsing does not have any events, and getting to Varna without a horse requires 2 actions. And 2 actions would have to include an event. So he won't be able to be involved too, either. So at most, I'll be facing 2. Yes, definitely ambush. We want to weaken them as much as I can. So he may think it's a wolfram hide, but one way or another he already. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Looks as if my bluff is paid out. I suppose you don't have Helsing Supply first. Typically one would have Helsing Supply first for an event, but... oh, now he slow rolls. Oh dear. Yeah, so he goes down there to... Brilliant. So, what does Van Helsing do? Yeah, he's getting desperate now. That's both RPs gone. And CG may not be much use to him. Unlike previous games, beelining for Kag is not a guaranteed victory, as he can easily send Van Helsing and or Seward to get there before me. I know there's no more RV. Seward has only 1 event. Lammy can get there normally. But if I lay down a hide card, I can definitely damage them down a bit. Mina can't get there unless, well, she has 3. 2 unknown. So there, yeah, the risk of sense of emergency being in is too great. It's time to go. And now, his ally Rufus, all that time ago at the beginning of the game, will come into play. Because I'm going to lose some extra HP, unfortunately. And I still have to be cautious about CG, that's for sure. Because I need to move twice on land. He's sending Seward out to get ahead of me. And the fact that I used wolf form to pull off that bluff is not exactly profitable to my cause of avoiding the CG. I'll have to be very careful about where I choose to land. he does know that all the fighting vamps are out of the way. Well, actually, no, he doesn't. He never flipped over this one. So there, so far as he knows, there could be one more reckless vampire somewhere. He doesn't know, but there could. So he has to be careful and check every single location. Otherwise, when the vampire matures, I win. I simply pirate Drac about. Partying at sea. Okay. Bop. Okay, now. Do you have a weapon or are you holding a heavenly host? She is... Okay, it's seemingly she's holding a heavenly host. Okay. Now I finally have that information. Lair. Rats, I suppose. Yeah, hi there, Stuart. We're both in the Ionian Sea. So I shall definitely have to land on a location like Marseille. The problem is that Seward is going to get ahead of me. And I may still land at Cag, even if it means that straight up having a day and night fight with Seward. Maybe. But I'll be at 6 by then. Local rumors? Huh. If I had just one more influence point, this would be so much easier. I would just have to wait out till Monday. Although that would be, what, 3 more days at sea? No, 2 more. And I'd go all the way down to 4. And if you're... This is going to be tough. Let's hope that we find it. Let's make sure to keep the Marseille lair alive, around. Let's go ahead and clear both of them out. Place a bats on Sophia. Ugh, so many stupid aristocratics. If I ergo there, I'm practically as good as dead. If he has CG. And the fact that Mina's holding on to it, that Mina of all hunters is going about with without a weapon to have presumably a heavenly host. Problem is, no matter where I land, unless I land really, Marseille is the only casual landing safe spot. Let me see, how... One move again, one move again. One move again. I slide, go by sea again. Slide, go by sea again. Slide, and then I can wolf form. So I can still wolf form ashore, albeit with 1 HP. After the wolf form, that is. Which means that this is going to be plenty painful. It's going to be my lowest IDS victory yet. If it is a victory. I cannot count on that. Okay, well that changes things. Or does it? The thing is that thing that Sewer's holding, that could be an excellent weather. He could be landing at Genoa. And now I have Van Helsing's event. Have there been any excellent weathers yet? No. Oh, thank you. Yes, I think I shall do that. Then I'll steer. Then I'll put. What's the highest damage thing I can put down? If there's even one excellent weather, then the plan goes awry. Then my plan goes awry. I'll have to think about this carefully. Nitro? Yeah. Making sure that I didn't go Adriatic. This is going to be close. Rufus is dealing those crucial extra points of damage. Because I would be at 8 still if it weren't for Rufus. Do I just move on? Or do I chance landing at CAG? Well, one thing I do know for sure, if I do lose... Well... Oh, but it's oh! Wow, you just threw the game giving me that. Unearthly swiftness. So now I just cruise along. Yeah, so now I just cruise along 2 more seas, and then I wolfhorn, and then I land and go again with unearthly swiftness. Meanwhile, okay. Unfortunately, with that, that's just. I mean, there is one out for him. I think. There. Place down a mob, I suppose. Now then. I carry out another Dracula phase, so I will get to... So this means I only have to progress 1 more sea space. I don't bother with CAG. It is a very costly victory. I win with only 4 HP left. But I win. He may be able to cost me an additional 2... I'll only have 3. Or no, because I don't have to wolfhorn land when there's not going to be a hunter phase where I simply lay down. Unfortunately, it's already GG. Even if, yeah, now that he's given me that, his only hope, which was to siege the coast of the South Atlantic, as soon as I got there, is now gone. Oh, does that change it? No, not that's 1 shy of being just enough to stop me. GG man, GG man, GG man. That vampire lair is nearly enough, but not quite. I still get it in the 2 fury, within the 2 fury points. 2 batches of fury Dracula points. And on top of that, and actually it's GG in another way. Oh. Pounce. Let's just confirm my suspicion, eh? The thing about Great Strength that it only applies to it. Okay, GG man. The first one you gave me, he seals the deal. The first GG man. The first one you gave me seals the deal. And here's the thing. If I mature this, I kill Mina by maturing the wolves. So therefore, I don't even need the Unearthly Swiftness. But nonetheless, I'll play it to show him why. But nonetheless, we will have our fun with this. As that straight up kills Mina. So now I get to land casually at my old holiday home at Marseille. But nonetheless, this is my lowest IDS victory yet. So, yeah. That was looking very tight until he gave me that Unearthly Swiftness. If he had CG, he still had a chance. If he had CG, even without CG, he would have stood a chance, however slim. GG man. If it's any comfort, that is my lowest IDS win yet. Yes. So you came close. Did you have CG? Dracula is not the most talkative person. So yeah, that was crazy close. If he had CG, which the way Mina was trotting around without a weapon to heap a Heavenly Host definitely indicates that he did. Apparently he didn't. Well, GG, well played. Well played, man. You played aid combat well. Bad cards? Two RVs, one of which is uphold with ST? With ST? Bad cards? You didn't need tonight supply. I would have had to give you one turn to hit me. So you would have had a chance. Had a chance, but giving me US sealed it. That plus Mina not having a weapon. Mina not having a weapon. weapon. That plus me not having a weapon. Well, GG, well played, man. Till next time. Till next time. Anyway, man, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed the game, and I hope that you enjoy, and I hope that I provide you with an excellent show. Till next time, bye.